Hi there, I'm Ellen Gormley and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a pattern out of one Skein Crochet, my book, and it's the Greenery hat. So like I said before, I've made this hat a few times. It's in green in Chic Sheep yarn in the book, but I've also made a white or ecru one for my daughter Mara, and she wanted another one in her school color, so I'm going to do that. But then I thought, oh, maybe I should make a matching one for her friend. So I am making it out of Chic Sheep Platinum for her friend, who I think she's going to really love it. So I'm making it today. I have my eye size hook, and I am going to make an adjustable ring to start out and pull the strand that's closest to my palm up. Then I'm going to keep that circle there. I think I have this in a separate video if you need a closer up, slower version of this. Maybe if I let it go, you can see how it looks, and maybe that'll help you. Okay, but I'm going to work in this loop that I've made. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3. That starts as the beginning double crochet, and do 11 more double crochets in that same space. This is where we are. I'll pull this tail tight at the end to pull that loop. I can also like double loop the tail here and work over it, and then that also works to make it nice. But I'm going to put a total of 12. The beginning chain 3 counted as 1, and then I'm going to put 11 more in this space. And I don't know if I'm going to do the whole video with you today, or if I'm going to get started on the second one and maybe do the second half of the video in another color. So then you just pull the tail tight and it closes up the circle nicely for you. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have one more to do for the beginning 12 double crochets for round 1. Now round 2, we are going to join with a slip stitch in the top of the beginning chain 3, or the top of the first double crochet. Hopefully you can see in this nice platinum color here how it looks. Hope it's not too dark for you. And then we're going to chain 1, single crochet in the first stitch, front post double crochet around the same stitch. Okay, so we've now put 2 stitches in 1 stitch, and we are going to do that all the way around. So single crochet in the next stitch and front post double crochet around the same stitch. So 2 stitches in each stitch means we are doubling the number of stitches. So we will be going from 12 stitches in the first round to 24 stitches in the second round. So single crocheting in the top of a stitch just like you normally would, then yarning over and double crocheting, front post double crocheting around the post of the same stitch. Got it? And I'm working over my tail as I go because that's just what I do. Remember, crochet is a relaxing and valuable use of our time. I love the fact that there's Theo behind me knocking hooks off my desk. Crocheting is a relaxing and valuable use of your time. If you're not relaxed and having a good time, then maybe it's time for a break. Also, I love the fact that crochet, my favorite hobby, is a functional thing, and I can use it to show my love for people, like making hats for my loved ones and their friends. And so I just am thrilled when someone is crochet worthy and appreciates the handmade effort and time spent in making the gift. So I'm almost done here. I'm going to complete the process for 1 more stitch, which is single crochet in the last stitch, and then front post double crochet around the same stitch. And then it is joining with a slip stitch in that first single crochet. We now have 24 stitches and we have completed round 2. Love this. All right, round 3, chain 1, single crochet in the first single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're skipping a stitch, single crocheting in the next stitch, and repeating from the star, which is the chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. skip one, single crochet in the next one. So we're making these loops. This really adds, I mean, loops add texture, but we're going to work in them and behind them, which makes the hat appear lacy, but it's in fact textured. There's no real holes. So it is a very warm hat. And of course, Chic Sheep yarn is a merino wool yarn. So it is very warm, a very nice yarn for a hat. So we're just doing the chain 5 loops and the single crochet in the stitch after we've skipped one. So skip one and put the single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip one, single crochet in the next. So there's several patterns that I have given you hints or tips or tricks for from my book, One Skein Crochet, and there is a playlist for it. So I will try to remember to link the playlist, but if you can't find it, it's on my channel. So please like and subscribe so that you don't miss it. 3, 4, 5. And you can go looking for it if I forget to place it. But several of the patterns in this book, all designed to use up a full skein of yarn. 3, 4, 5. Many tips from those projects are all in that playlist. So this is where we are now, and we are at the last stitch. And so instead of single crocheting in that one more time, there's one already there at the beginning. So we are going to slip stitch in the first single crochet. There are now 12 chain 5 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're now moving on to round 4. Now working behind the chain 5 loops, we will be working in the stitches that we skipped behind the chain 5 loops. So we might have to fold it over to find it. So round 4, working behind the chain 5 loops, chain 1, which does not count as a stitch in this instance, place 3 treble crochets in the skipped stitch 2 rows below. So not the row below, but the second row below, and it's behind the chain 5. So we're not working in that chain 5 loop at all. Instead, we're placing treble crochets, 3 of them, in that same stitch behind the chain 5. Okay, I'm letting Theo out. Okay, Theo. Could you hear him pawing at the door there? So 1, 2, 3. We're placing 3 treble crochets in the space that was skipped, the stitch that was skipped behind the chain 5 loop. Then we are just going to the next available one and chain 1, 3 treble. Okay, we are chaining 1 in between, and then we'll do it again in the next available unused stitch 2 rows previous. So there is a chain 1 in between the groups of treble crochet. So 3 treble crochets all in one stitch, chain 1, fold down the next chain 5 loop, find the next available unused stitch 2 rows below. Remember, a treble crochet is yarn over twice. Insert the hook into the space or stitch, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook 3 times, giving myself a little bit more slack. We're going to place 2 more treble crochets exactly the same way in that same spot. So yarn over twice, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Okay, trebles. Just like a double crochet, only an extra yarn over at the beginning. We're chaining 1 in between groups of 3, folding down the chain 5 loop because we're working behind it. Yarn over twice. We will continue this all the way around. So this hat looks complicated because it is so textured, but the truth is when you take it 1 round at a time, it's really doable. You totally can do this, and I am here to help you. Thank you so much for watching my videos today. Please keep us right on streaming. There are plenty of hats and hat math and all sorts of stuff to help you make great, quick projects that you can give as gifts or keep for yourself. But the whole point is to have a nice, relaxing, valuable use of your time so that you don't feel bad about sitting around and watching Netflix all day. And I know that's what I do. It's like, oh, it's like as long as I'm crocheting while I'm watching YouTube, then I don't feel bad about it. So I hope you also find crochet a valuable use of your time, whether or not you are watching TV or watching a video or sitting at a doctor's office trying to be patient, or you are sitting at a soccer game waiting for the action, or you are just enjoying music, or you're sitting on the deck and enjoying a beautiful day, that this is a what's the word I'm looking for? I want it to be a complement to your day, something that makes your day better, that adds to your enjoyment of the day, that makes you feel like you've done something purposeful or useful or creative or fun. Okay, we're just continuing this all the way around. I like treble crochets because they are tall and quick. This is a quick pattern. I probably could have it done in an evening if I gave myself the whole evening to do it. I also love one skein projects because if I don't absolutely love the yarn, it's not that much of a commitment to start over or start again. So you can get quick results. It makes a great opportunity to make a gift for someone at the last minute. Great stocking stuffers, great hostess gifts if someone comes to your house in the fall or winter and you know that they're not going to remember a hat. I've sent people home with hats before and never received them back, and I love it. I love it. So here we are. So we totally could leave these loops and have this little texture, but instead we're going to tie them down on the next round. So the next round is round 5. We're going to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch as the join right here. And then pulling up the chain 5 loop from 2 rounds previous, we're going to single crochet through it and the next treble crochet. So we're putting the hook through that chain 5 loop and also through the next available stitch on the piece, and then pretending that loop is not even there and just single crocheting into it. Okay, we're locking it down. Single crochet in the next treble crochet, single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet in the treble crochet. So when we get to these groups of 3 treble crochets, single crochet in the first one, pull up that chain 5 loop and single crochet in the second one, then ignore the loop for the third one, and then single crochet in the chain 1 space. So I'm going to just make sure that I'm not actually supposed to be increasing here. It does not look like I'm increasing. So it looks like we're pretty much working evenly on this one. Okay, that makes sense because the treble crochets are taller, so it can accommodate the same stitch count. Okay, so we are basically single crocheting all the way around. Single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet in the treble, pull up the chain 5 loop, single crochet in it and the middle treble, the next treble, and the chain 1 space. We're going to do this all the way around. And as we come to the final stitch, we will single crochet in the chain 1 space, and we will join with a slip stitch in the first single crochet, remember, because that first chain did not count. So now we're on round 6. So round 6 is chain 1, does not count as a stitch, double crochet in the same stitch, and double crochet in each stitch around. And then we will join with a slip stitch in that first double crochet, skipping the first chain, because it did not count as a stitch. But basically, I think I'm going to finish up this video now. The whole pattern is written out in instructions and a symbol diagram in the book, One Skein Crochet. I'm not going to be writing out the instructions below, but you know, it's a great start. And if you like how this is looking so far, you might really love the Greenery hat. So that's all for now. I will see you next time.